This, friends, is a video that has to be made. We're going to entitle it Home. Moved in basically last year, August 1st, 2020. Very Spartan. People I knew of a certain sort said, "What are you going to do about furniture? You're moving from a furnished place to a place with no furnishings." I said, well, I have to have faith it's going to come along. And I started out with that yellow IKEA floor sofa. I didn't have room in the SUV I rented for the frame. And I had that TV monitor, which I found in a closet in the last place I lived, and it worked. And I had this lamp that I bought at IKEA, and a table, this table here, which I bought at Ocean State Lots. The chair I found in the street in West Hartford. These pictures on the wall, my feet, were done by a friend of mine. And that's my wall hanging. Luckily that happened because I usually don't get the wall hangings. This is a switch, a wooden branch that I found on the street one day, and some guy even made a joke about it right away. "Don't whip me," he said. And that's my hat rack. I've got 4 hats on it, maybe 3, but there's 4 hats that do go on it. And here, listen to this. The apartment complex I live at called me up September 1st. I'd been here a month, and they said, "Somebody bought too much furniture. We're going to give you this love seat if you want it." This is a high-end love seat, folks. And, I call it a sofette because, it's COVID. I'm by myself. It's if there's any love going on, we don't want to discuss it. Here's an ironing board I found on the street. A desolate stretch of road from the train station over here. And I thought, ironing board on the sidewalk. It either fell off a truck or, somebody just threw it there. I thought, test the legs. If the legs work, you've got a table. And it's my TV table, my little cars, my video player, $19.99 at Best Buy. It's amazing what you can find if you just give it a shot. This is a picture of me done by the same friend that did my feet. It says, "I certainly did some quality sitting, didn't I?" That's about a year old, about a year and a half old, actually. And this is Tigger on the IKEA, what used to be my bed, now a couch. There's Edgar, the orange thing that I got from, not a thing, a bear that I got at the drugstore with my friend one night in a walk. And that's Clayton that Ann sent me in the mail. And there's a poem that my friend wrote. There's the new Corvette. There's a little tree. And look at this bookcase. It's not really a bookcase. It's those baskets hold the books, so it's very subtle. It's not like you're boasting, "Look at all these books I read." I like it that way. The baskets came with it. Now, this love seat, that bookcase, this is what they call an Ottoman. That was also donated just recently from the apartment complex. So my faith that it would come along has been proven. This is the kitchen. You always want to do this. You want to have lighting that's really effective. This is a green light, nice, a subtle light. And if I'm going to cook, I turn on the institutional light. But why have that as your only kitchen light? Here's the bathroom door. I'd show you the bathroom. It is neat and clean, but I don't believe in that. Now, the bed came to me last week, too. Dig it, man. They gave me a bed. This old guy, he went to a nursing home, and he slept in his chair, and he never used the bed. The bed is an electric bed. I have yet to plug it in. I'm not in the mood to play with things, but, not that at least. And, play with my toy cars. But the fact is that I've got to get bedding. I've got to get fitted sheets and all that. But for now, this is an extremely comfortable bed. I liked the IKEA bed, but I thought it was like one of the most comfortable beds I'd ever, as comfortable as any bed I ever slept in. Here's this guy's chair, and but yeah, they gave it to me. So up until last week or early this week, the place was, kind of bachelor Spartan. But again, we're in the COVID area. People aren't visiting anyway. They can't. There's a no visitor unless you have a COVID tests within 10 days. So, I mean, and even then, they'd rather have you not. And here is the car castle. Beautiful piece of sculpture, I suppose. This is Domino, my cat. He lives in Georgia. He likes the South too much to leave. Actually, he's an outdoor cat, so here it would be, he'd go one room to the next and he'd be bored to death. This is outside my window. They're building a new building. It's going to be 7 stories. It was a pit in the ground when I first came here, and now it's coming along. Look at that, the metal for the first 2 stories, and then wood. I'm surprised they use wood. I would have thought it would have been metal all the way up. But as time goes on, we'll see the plan come to fruition. Here's another lamp. These lamps are LED lamps. You know, I mean, it's no bulb. And when the lamp dies, you just, American way, you just toss it and, get another one. But they're $7.99 a piece. I am the most frugal guy you'll ever meet. Now, the question is, do I have a girlfriend? No. I've had so many women friends and girls coming along, and 2 ex-wives and everything else that goes along with failed romance, that I finally now have hung up the spurs, and unless it's unavoidable. Now, who's the picture of? This is the social worker where I live. This is a senior living. It's another story how I ended up here. And here's my big umbrella. It used to light up. It doesn't light up anymore. A couple of masks. And the last thing we're going to look at is the closet. I'm a purger. I mean, as you notice, I don't have a whole lot, but what I do is really cool. These are some books that didn't fit in the bookcase. These are some books. I like to pass books along when I'm done with them, but with libraries closed and and this place here is a library, and I donated 1 book to see what would happen. Stendhal, a great classic book, and it was too intelligent for them. They wouldn't put it out. Too weird, wouldn't put it out. So I'm not going to give them any more books. It's not that I'm peeved, it's just that I'm surprised that anybody would not. I was hoping to see it on the shelf, but obviously it's a bit of an issue. But anyway, last but certainly not least, or maybe towards least, I suppose, because it's just toys, are my Hot Wheel collection and this Pelican, which somebody folded and gave to us all. So there's the home. This is the pad. I don't think I've ever had such a nice pad. It's got room, it's got stuff, and that's new on my channel for today. Please subscribe and and send me money. I'm not going to give you my address, but if you're meant to send me money, you will just be like, you just write an envelope, put like a few $100 in, and just say YouTube Dave. I'm sure the postman will work it out. Just kidding, just joking. I don't need money. I got everything I need, everything I want. And at 65, you don't want to accumulate because you cannot take it with you. Ciao.